Okay, right. Up Death Mountain to go see the Great Fairy, I guess. Last time, because I'm pretty sure I just put an episode cut in that. Last time we finished the Dongo's Cavern, and then we are here. We got the Goron's Ruby, which you can now see in the overlay on the side. And we're just gonna climb up here. I'm probably gonna take some damage from the falling rocks because they annoy me. Also, I don't have many Deku Seeds, and I'm gonna need them to beat the. Oh God! Oh, this is a. That was interesting. There we go. That was like a ricochet hit. And I'm at full rupees, which is not unexpected, to be honest. I don't need anything in here. There's a cow. Yeah. Literally, I'm not like being facetious or something. It's a literal cow. And we're just gonna roll and take a lot of damage, it would seem. Let's not do that then. I'm at 1.5 hearts. That worries me. I mean, you're usually at least at 5 by now. In terms of like overall health, but again, 3-heart run. Right, we're safe now. So this is now where I'm worried. If this doesn't give me Deku Seeds, yeah, I'm definitely worried. So we're now out of ammo, also known as Deku Seeds. And there is nothing I can do about it. Oh, he's coming around this way. Oh, he's not. Cool. Just snuck past them. Oh, look who it is. You know what? Don't talk to me. Bugs! So let's see the Great Fairy. This is the first Great Fairy we come across. And... oh, I should save. It's a very good point. Self. I believe this is just energy power for the spin attack. There's another 3 Great Fairies that give you the specific powers. Din's Fire, not power, Din's Fire. Nehru's Love, and Ferora's Wind, or Feyrora. I've heard it pronounced a million different ways. It doesn't really matter, it's a video game. And then there's another one that gives you an even more increased magic bar, which is what she's going to give us the first stage of now. And then there is another one right at the end of the game that gives you double damage ability, double defense, whatever you want to call it. The really quick cut to her face is weird. Yeah, hold B to charge your weapon, release B, blah blah blah. No, yeah, that's fine. Can we skip? Can we stop? When you charge power for a spin attack... oh, there was a Great Fairy in the Breath of the Wild trailer. Or it very much seemed like a Great Fairy. I mean, there's a lot of things in Breath of the Wild that suggest a lot of really interesting connections to Ocarina of Time. But the world and the landscape look very different. And there are some new races in there. So it's really interesting, actually. Right, let's go down the mountain. You're not going to talk to me now? We have to talk. Yeah, just... let's go. We get a scenic view of Death Mountain. If you've heard this music before, it's because it's the very first music that plays when Navi flies from the Deku Tree to Link's house. And if you are actually up here to get, well, if you're in general playing the game to get heart pieces, you can drop down right here and go into this hole in the wall, and there's a heart piece in there. But we're not. So, what am I gonna do in Kakariko? I don't think there's anything I need to do here. Let's turn it night. And I'm gonna collect a couple of gold Skulltulas here. I like how it just puts me back up here. That's pretty cool. It's kind of awkward to kill these guys without having a slingshot. Does that thing do a half of heart? No, it does a full like heart of damage. That's insane, guys. Come on. I'm not even hitting it. There we go. And 7. That puts us at 8 now. It does indeed. You can see the crows just frozen in time right over the gateway. The crows being the worst enemy in this game. I don't know why, I just really dislike them. So there is a Skulltula right there, which we can't get yet. And there is one... Is it in this box or in this tree? I think it's this tree. Yep. And I think there's one... I knew there was another one in here that's easy to get. Pick this up, and then let's reset our position by just playing the... Oh, beautiful camera angle. Sun Song will take us back to the entrance of Lon Ranch. It's always useful to know which areas change time, like, linearly. So, like, they'll, like, time... It's usually you can tell by if time passes there or not. So, Death Mountain Trail, Hyrule Field, they're both really good examples of places where if you play the Sun Song, time will change to night in front of your eyes. Like when I was out next to that tree on Hyrule Field. But Lon Ranch, Kakariko Village, they're places where if you play the Sun Song, it will just take you to a night version of the same place. I heard that you found my dad. How did you like the castle? Did you see the princess? I did. We can do the minigame on the way out, which will get us another bottle, which is going to be useful. We'll pull out the ocarina, not try to slash it. Talk to her once more. Lock onto her, pull out the ocarina. Oh, cute ocarina, you go to play this song. Yep. We'll need this for Adult Link. I'll probably get Epona before Forest Temple, to be honest. It just saves time later in the game. Going from one... Oh, I just put my hand on the C buttons. And I clearly just mashed them all at the same time. Epona is just doing laps around me. You see that? You learned how to do a dumb face! I love young Epona. Like, I'm really glad she became a thing in Majora's Mask. And, like, you can get her and, like, ride her and, you know, use her as young Epona. Because in this game, you only ever get to use her as a grown-up. So. But anyway, now we have Epona's song. That's all of the normal songs, I think, other than Song of Time. Let's check that. Fact check time. Oh no, there's yeah, there is one more. I remember now. So let's go and speak to Maria. I hate this side... Well, I hate this minigame. I almost said side quest. It's a minigame. I mean... I'm thinking, right, that the other... So the Song of Time is one of the other songs, and then the other song... Saria's song we have... Saria's Lullaby. Maybe I... No, it's... Yeah, it is. It's Song of Storms. I was just... For some reason in my head, I thought that was on the next line. It's not. It's Song of Storms, isn't it? But we don't get that until we're an adult anyway. Start looking. So those two are going that way. This one flew straight behind. No, I don't want to lock onto him. So I think it's this one. That's one. So they both went this way. And then it's one of these 4. Oh man, they all got really mixed up there. There we go. Sweet. Just give me the bottle. He just asked me if I wanted to marry his daughter. I know the dialogue of this game too well. Breath of the Wild, for anyone wondering, when I do my playthrough on launch day, I'm going to be reading all of text and listening to everything, so it's going to be a proper full story playthrough. Like my other Zelda playthroughs have been. It's just there's so many Ocarina of Time Let's Plays on YouTube, I don't really want to conform to the norm on that. I want to do something a little bit different, which is this 3-heart run, and I'm just skipping as much as possible. So that Lon milk will be useful for when we need to, you know, have a top-up and we don't have any hearts. But we have a fairy for that, so that may stay as Lon milk for a while. Because I think it heals quite a lot of hearts. So we'll just keep it, and you get 2 drinks out of it. And then whenever we use it, which may be after the Forest Temple, we shall fill it up with some potions or something. Anyway, walking back across Hyrule Field here to go back to Kakariko Village. It's going to be so much easier once we have Epona and the Warp Songs. The Warp Songs are probably the thing I'm most excited for. Just because they're so good. Like, Bolera of Fire is one of my favourite. I love Bolera of Fire. Navi is telling us something about Zora's domain, I'm sure. But we have to go back here to go speak to the Skulltula people and get the first reward, which is probably the only one I'm going to get. Like, this what you're seeing now is what every other episode would be if this was a 100% run. It would be me going off, doing side quests and doing, like, collection-y things. And it would just make this playthrough, like, 4 or 5 episodes longer than it will actually already be. So that's why I'm just going to get the first Skulltula. And then that's it. This episode may be a little bit too long. Here he is. I thought, where's the first dude? The curse has been broken. Here's the reward. And that is the adult's wallet. We can now carry like 200 rupees, yeah. Which is perfect. So now we are done. All side questy stuff done. Let's go sort Zora's domain out. And then this episode is going to be so long. I'll try to cut out some of the earlier stuff of me messing around and collecting and running around, just so that this episode's a little bit more nearer the times as the other 2. And oh well, the other 4, 5. This is 6, isn't it? And then I'll end up just cutting in the most important parts before this bit, and then because now we're going to go to Zora's domain. Now things are actually progressing. Let's just back walk again. So I think this next area is also one where time passes in a linear fashion. So it's not frozen. Old Hoothoot face is going to talk to us. You've gotten bigger and strong. Oi! None of that. You owl. I thought Chewie just thought I was talking about him. Oh no, he definitely thinks I'm talking about him. He is about 4 foot from me on the floor, pulling a blanket out of his bed. But he's on his back and the blanket is like on top of him. So he's like wrestling with a blanket right now. I believe... What did I just do that for? I believe this is a Skulltula tree, by the way. It is. First spin attack was to kill a Skulltula. And go through here. I don't need to use that. I'm probably not going to use any beans. I might just buy one and plant it here. Munch, 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 chomp, chomp, chomp. Yeah, they're not selling very well. Just give me one. Most of these, what they're used for is you can put bugs into the places where you can plant them. I didn't mean to buy a second one, I just ended up doing it. You can put bugs into the holes where you can plant them, and that will usually make a Skulltula spawn. There are some that don't do that, obviously. It'd be weird if every single one did that. I've also... What does Navi want? Nothing. She wants nothing. I've got an extra one in case now, I guess. For no reason. Let me go back on there and save. We're getting near to the end of this episode. Hello, Octorok. But we're not quite there yet. We've still got a little bit to do in Zora's Domain. I'm trying to think. So this right here, these are the frogs. You get a heart piece for playing all of the songs, so you do need to come back later and play the Song of Storms to them and the Song of Time. But why this is also just a good thing, if you ever want to buy something and you're out of rupees, which is pretty rare, you can just come here and play a song that you haven't played for them yet, and they'll give you a huge rupee, which is 50 rupees. It's purple. I mean, I don't need to... If I play another one, it'll get me up to 160. I don't need that many rupees. So maybe in the future I can come back, play some of the other ones. I'm probably just going to hopefully not play all of them, because that will get me a heart piece. And I said, no heart pieces either. I'm not going to get any heart pieces unless super accidental. And over here... I really like this part. The crisscrossing design. It's very cool. Go over here. Stand on here. It would be nice in Breath of the Wild to see more references to this game, because we've already seen that the Temple of Time looks just like the Temple of Time in this game, and there's a lot of things like ruins of where the castle town should or could have been, and the castle on the plateau, which is the starting area for Breath of the Wild, which is really, really cool. So I'm hoping there's other little hints to the world that was scattered around Breath of the Wild, other than the Zora being back, the Goron's being back, and such other things like that. I mean, they're all really cool, so... Anyway, let's go speak to King Zora. I was about to just go use my milk, but I've just forgot we get another bottle in a second, so... You don't need to do that. The game gives you everything. Here is King Zora, also known as Wubbadub. He just, he's really upset about his sweet princess. So let's do the diving game in trying to get through the rest of what I need to get done here as quickly as possible. So you pay 20 rupees and they scatter... how many rupees is that? That's 25, I think I saw. So they scatter you an extra 5. So we can only dive for a little bit right now. So that's why we're doing this. So that's both of those. And there's 2 more over here. We still have 30 seconds left. And there we go. Congratulations, I got something for you. Come back up. Now the reason why you have to do this is actually mandatory, is without the item we're about to get, you can't swim down there. And you'll see why. Well, I'm sure 99.9% of people watching this have already seen, and by 99.9% I mean 1 of the 2 people watching this have played Ocarina of Time a million times and know it really, really well. So I don't need to explain. I don't need to speak to him either. What a graceful dive! The camera's underwater. It's a scale of our kind. With this, you can dive much deeper under the water. You got the silver scale! Okay. I think this lets us dive for like, is it 5 seconds rather than 3? Or is it 6? Does it just double? I know there's the golden scale that lets you dive like way more. Yes, this doubled us to 6. And through we go. And this is our first appearance at Lake Hylia. We'll be seeing this way more later in the game. And it's a really, really cool area, actually. And there we go. You got an empty bottle. Well, it doesn't look quite empty to me. Just do a little dive for no reason. Okay. I'm just gonna stand right. Oh, I can't stand in the water here? There we go. And we're just gonna read it. Huh? It looks like there is something already inside this bowl. Thanks. Now, wait. I thought we took the letter out, but I totally forgot. We need to show the bottle in the letter, don't we? There's so much like up and down backtracking in Zora's Domain. It's actually quite annoying. Because now we have to go all the way back up again. Show King Zora the note, and then come all the way back down again, catch a fish, then go all the way back up again. Although we're about to see the greatest cutscene of all time. So, is everyone prepared? Oh, this letter! I said I wasn't gonna do dialogue. It's my personal running joke in this series. Lord Jabu Jabu. Ever since that stranger Ganondorf came here, Lord Jabu Jabu has been a little green around the gills. The evidence seems clear, of course. You'll need to find Ruta inside him. Dun dun dun. Go past through here. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, wow. I'm just gonna... let him do that. This is the greatest cutscene ever. Have you finished yet? Nope. You're still wibbing along. Oh, finally. Well, we're not going to go that way anyway. You can light all the torches starting up in his room and bringing the torch down here. And then down around here. And down around here. And light up here. And then keep following over there. And what that'll do is it'll unlock a heart piece. But just come here, catch a fish. And now we can go to the next dungeon. This episode can finally end, because this has been a really long one. Like I said, hopefully it actually didn't end up that long for you guys. But at the end of the last episode, I was at 18 minutes recording. Now I'm at 53. So hopefully I've cut this down much more than that. It definitely doesn't need to be as long as it was. There's a lot of like back and forth, so. Indeed. Let me go through here. And we will see another cool sweeping shot of Zora's fountain here, and we get a good look at Jabu Jabu there. There's another great fairy here actually, which could we even get to now? I'm not sure. I definitely don't need to go there now. But all we have to do is stand in front of old Jabu Jabu here, give him his favourite food, a wet floppy fish. And there it is. He blinks lovingly at it and breathes in like, I don't know, what breathes in? A marmoset. That's probably not even true. Whale's breathing, there we go, he's a whale. It's not as cool as a marmoset. And here we are, inside Jabu Jabu's belly. So next time we'll take this on.